and the praise continue to grow.
We gonna drop down them motherfucking chatter nut. Pop out. Why y'all ain't in them fucking
So, but it would be nothing. Nothing. That woman I got. Wow. Help me somebody. Help me somebody. Help me somebody. Help me somebody. Somebody. Help me 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 somebody.
Slow it down real quick for y'all. Let me slow it down real quick. Then we're finna get to the commentary. This is the last song. Share the video. Hit the like button. Fair use act is in the disclaimer. Live reaction video. Real commentary. Real people. This is the last song. Then we're finna get to the commentary, y'all. It's the last one. Slow it down real quick for you, real quick, Miss Tony. Shout out to all the ladies in the video. Girl would be yours. Yeah, we in this thing. Shout out to everybody in the building. Welcome to the show. Hopefully the audio clear. For real. Good morning to everybody on the East Coast. Shout out to everybody in the Midwest, man. For real. 12 o'clock time. West Coast time. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Drop down. No more music. The music is over with. We finna get to the commentary. Shout out to everybody in the building. Who was the first one there? Who was the first one up in this thing? Sad and Blue was just up in here. Salute to Sad and Blue. The link is pinned down. That's Sad and Blue. Unless you just probably slide through, school through. You know what I mean? Shout out to you. The Kickback Queen in the building. Well, my mic like the Kickback Queen. Welcome to the show. Salute to Miss Chandra. Definitely got them appreciate you. Salute. Miss Chandra. Salute to Winter in the building. Yeah, y'all drop down. Listen, I done put y'all to sleep, you know what I mean? For real. King Kampala, what's up with it, man? Salute to you, bro. Real vibe, salute to you. You know what I mean? Happy Father's Day to the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? To the goddamn West Coast, to the South, man. Everybody that's in here, man. Y'all can drop down though. There was a few people in here. Chevy, salute. Boss Wife Mink, salute. Terry Dow, salute. She on the cruise. You know what I mean? For real. Hopefully y'all have safe travels out there. Definitely thank you for viewing my show. Please subscribe and come back through if you're still in here. You know what I'm saying? Now, y'all should be able to rewind it back. We may get stopped a couple times for playing music. YouTube will block the video. But that's all good because we screaming on Twitch too. So if it cut off, you go to the Twitch and we're going to still be going on the Twitch. You feel me? Twitch ain't doing no tripping. You feel me? Or maybe sometimes y'all can't find me nowhere. I might be on Twitch or I might be on Kick. You know? I might be on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all just got to stay tuned with it, though. For real. You know what I mean? Boss Wife Mink, you understand me? Welcome to the show. For real vibes. King Kampala. Let me see who else in here before I get the rambling. Gamer in the building. Gamer 2 days say, dude, what the hell you got going on? Happy Father's Day, bro. Boy, that type of music right there, get your mind right, Gamer 2 days. You know, for real. You just don't know. You'd be surprised. I mean, welcome to the show, though. Who else in here, man? Drop down. Nigga ain't got nothing to talk about. That's why I was playing all that music. I ain't got nothing to talk about. I dropped the link down there just in case one of my people want to come and get their shit off. I might have missed something. Might have didn't see something. Y'all know what it is. Tony Wilson. Been in here rocking with me. The Miss Pammy in the building. But everybody else, what's going on, y'all? I'm in y'all chat on y'all TV today. Let me know what's going on. E-Baby, what's up? What's going on? Talk to me. I'm so confused. You know what I mean? I'm so confused. If y'all can goddamn tell me what's trending, we can talk about it. For real. Mink went live over there. Let me see what she went live about. I know Cam went live earlier. They back on the Carmelo Anthony case. You know. The good thing about this sector, like, you know, we can create content. You know what I mean? We can do that sometimes. You know. And it teaches everybody that run their campaign, however they run their campaign, however they program. You know, everybody run that shit a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? This is a federation, you know what I'm saying? This is a committee, you know what I'm saying? You know, and, Shout out to all the overseers and all the ambassadors and you know partners are part of the program over here. They just all right there. You know what I mean? For real. New York City, for real. I see you down there flexing on big coach. You know what I'm saying? Big East Coast shit. Oh, we got a guest in the building, y'all. Hold up. Let me put the overlay up just in case. Y'all never know. You gotta always use your banner. Welcome to the show. Mic check.
Good. How are you doing?
Oh, so that is Sad and Blue in the building. Welcome to the show.
Scoop, scoop.
School. The biggest in the building. How you been doing with the goddamn blue dreads and everything? That's how you feeling on this good old Saturday, Sunday morning?
Yeah, I'm trying to redo them. I'm doing it all over. So
yeah. You just gonna go all blue. I was thinking
yeah.
about going all green for the summer. You feel me? Like
Oh Lord, it's green for money.
like 100 green.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I know. Okay.
Or just go with blonde.
You So what's this live about? You just
Well, this vibe is definitely about. You can attest to the topics on this live today. I really ain't put them out there, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna get to it. But there's definitely a lot that we could talk about, including yourself. You know what I mean? I see your platform to turn into everybody else's platform now. You know.
no, it's one. It's just one particular person, and I believe he'd be up and down the streets. And I guess when everybody catch him, they get up there and they going in on him.
It sounds like um, you got a problem on your hand because uh, good 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 morning to you. Salute down now, Gina Avero in the building. Yeah, please share the video for me, y'all. Please share the video if you got a community wall, if you got a channel, if you got a Instagram, turn me up ASAP. I see my guy Terry down there, E Baby down there. Y'all get comfortable and chop it up with one another down there in the chat. Tell us how y'all day was. We got Sad and Blue up here for real. So yeah, you saying having people over there at your channel, or your channel is a place where people run across somebody they've been looking for, basically.
I don't be knowing everybody smoke, but you know about Zoo. You know Zoo.
Basically, your channel is like they saying your channel like the police station.
Okay, so my platform is like the police station.
Yeah, they all pull up right there. You feel me?
And then what else do we do at the police station?
Oh, they taking niggas in.
How many niggas been taken in on my watch?
I don't know. I mean, that's just a figure of speech. You know what I'm saying? How you doing, God child bless? That's just a figure of speech because niggas always doing something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Police gonna always be where the niggas at. But they never there at the right time though. But they definitely pull up when they feel like it's some shit they can. You feel me? Why is it that? Why is that? Shout out to the kickback queen. Why is that the police will sit there and watch a crime happen to somebody they investigating, and that person end up? You feel me? You ever noticed that before?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to get the fullest. I mean, they're trying to account for the stuff that they didn't see, or any crimes that they didn't, watch.
But they'll sit back and watch a crime happen though.
Just depending if it's federal, if it's FBI, perhaps. I mean, and if we're talking about RICOs, just remember that Young Thug was under surveillance for 5 years before they pulled him in. Can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. So
appreciate that. For real. God shall blessing down there. Appreciate that. So yeah. What was I saying?
how you're loving my new channel. How it
Okay,
became.
yeah, how your channel is now becoming the same as every other channel. You know what I'm saying? Which
Okay.
they would say you would be clout chasing, trying to be like somebody.
Oh,
You know what I'm
anybody?
saying?
Did they say anybody in particular?
The critics is crazy. You trending right now. You feel me?
But who am I
Yeah.
trying to be? Who panel am I
You know,
trying to
follow, there have been a couple bodies over there on your channel that say $90 got put in the dirt. Oh, the $90 got body. Uh, they said goddamn Joe goddamn in the chat going crazy over there.
do?
Uh, yeah, you had
Yeah.
a lot going on.
Yeah.
And you had some new characters up there.
No, not new characters, but all I do when I be going live, I don't be having
You
any.
was over there in small town. I seen
Yeah.
y'all over there. You know what I'm saying? Grown folks.
Mm-hmm.
It's Renee.
It's nice over there. You know, everyone is nice to me over there. I don't know why my people over here aren't as embracing, but you know,
You
um,
know what you gotta do. You know what I mean? You doing great. Everybody channel is the same, so ain't nothing wrong with that. You feel me?
hmm
You just keep doing what you're doing. You know, it gets hectic for me. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? But I can see what's going on. You know, you say Zoo Gang is the most wanted right now.
yeah, it was a lot of people that always be in the chat, hit that damn, hit the link and got with him.
And he
That's,
getting bodied over there.
I just don't understand why he just won't chill out.
Is he getting bodied though?
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody's scratching him. It'd be
Yeah,
two of
but
them at a time on Zoom.
he be losing like a motherfucker.
Man, I'm just like,
Would you consider him winning or losing?
he be losing.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
He be losing. I heard he was getting ready to start a live speaking about Sad and Blue's son locked up. But
Oh hell nah.
yeah, that's what I heard. But I'm like, I'm trying to figure out how
The
many
fuck, man. See, that's why you need to see. You have to be mindful of who you allow on your panel because motherfuckers try to take something out on you because you don't want something going on. But when you hold a panel, you for sure gotta be like unbiased about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? See, I mean, me personally, it ain't really good if you just fall. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If it ain't that good, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers gonna do what they want to do anyway. You
right.
know, that's the minute shit is gonna open up clear to you, and it'll become, let's say, beneficial versus having just leaving this motherfucker with a headache. Cause them niggas gonna go for 2 hours easy.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you. But you know, thing is, I'm the one that brought it to the net. I just didn't bring it up so quickly because we had a Carmelo Anthony type tip.
It's cool. They gonna that wouldn't give a damn if you talking about something else. You be talking about that little girl in Mississippi right now. That nigga still gonna come on the panel.
What happened? What happened in Mississippi?
The little girl lost her life. I mean, the baby he lost his life over the diapers in the car at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
You seen that?
No, I didn't.
You under a rock right now.
I have been.
That's pitiful.
I ain't pitiful. It's just I'm going. I have my good days and I have my bad days. So you know, I got me regular TV in my house, so I don't have to be on this app too much.
Yeah, that make you gotta tighten up. Okay. Are you ready? Trigger warning now.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
Fair use, man. Viewer discretion. Viewer discretion right now. Gordo been trying to get me to play this shit. He from down there, so shout out to my nigga Gordo. Hold on. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Is I'm echoing?
No, you're fine.
Okay, y'all share the video, hit the like button, man.
When bullet hole in the windshield, the aftermath of a police shooting in Senatobia, Mississippi, that resulted in the death of 1-year-old Cohen Wiley. The shooting.
Okay, so it was San Antonio. You heard that?
Yeah. No, I think San
I don't
Antonio.
remember that name. All right, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna try to remember. I thought it was something.
A shattered window and bullet hole in the windshield. The aftermath of a deadly police shooting in Senatobia, Mississippi, that resulted in the death of 1-year-old. Shooting sparking outrage.
I'm more angry because the situation.
That's the baby right there. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, and it's the grandmother right here. So her daughter went to the Walmart to steal some diapers, obviously.
Oh my
You know.
God.
Now, me being a person that know all about that, they do be doing too much. Gordo was talking about it as well. He worked at loss prevention. They do too much. I think they call it acid prevention some places sometimes. Acid, you know what I'm saying? But loss
Yeah.
prevention. They be
Yeah.
the motherfuckers that act like they was shopping in there, but the whole time they got handcuffs ready to goddamn lock you up. Some of them have guns. This is one of them situations where the police end up unaliving her granddaughter. I mean, her granddaughter. I mean, her daughter, this woman right here, you feel me? But
Mhm.
the little boy was in the car. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about that? Shout out to Cleveland Grave Big in the building. Welcome to the show. But how you feel about that though? Are you able to look at the screen?
Yeah, I'm here.
The
I'm watching.
aftermath of a deadly police shooting in Senatobia, Mississippi, that resulted in the death of 1-year-old Cohen Wiley. The shooting sparking outrage.
I'm more angry because the situation that took place really was unnecessary. What I'm hearing from what happened, it was unnecessary.
According to investigators, the shooting, which took place Sunday in this Walmart parking lot, occurred when officers responded to a shoplifting call involving 2 adults and a child. Authorities say the 2 adults, now identified by the family's lawyer as the boy's mother and her friend, tried to get away, driving toward and nearly hitting an officer. Another officer then firing at the car. In this video, officers can be seen running. One witness telling a local reporter of the 2 adults. One was carrying the child, the other a box of diapers.
Policeman shot, open fire in a public setting over allegedly some Pampers.
Investigators say the trio ended up at a local hospital where the 1-year-old was pronounced dead. One of the adults suffering critical injuries. No officers were injured. The family of Cohen Wiley now distraught and demanding answers.
I don't know anything right now. My grandson gone. I just want justice.
Tonight, the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation is now investigating the shooting. George Solis, NBC News.
All right, we thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on.
Yo, what you think about that though? The girl was walking out the store with him in her arms. And yeah. What you think about that? The cops started shooting at him. I thought they never seen him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't think it was that. So I guess this is short of the mother.
It was me, my son, and another friend of mine who was at Walmart. As we was leaving out the Walmart, they tried to stop her.
Just the
But
mother.
I kept walking because it had nothing to do with me. By the time me and my baby got in the car, she came. And then when we was backing up, they was running out the come. I raised my baby up because they with guns. She my baby up trying to show them that he was in the car. So she was backing up and she hit a car. By the time I sat my baby down, it was like 3 to 4 shots. One of the shots hit him in his rib cage, and the other shots hit her in her arm and her thigh. And we left and went to Senatobia hospital where he was pronounced dead at the scene. And they told me I wasn't gonna be able to see him until he get back from Jackson. She got ill, and the police told me I couldn't leave out the hospital where they had out. And the crowd was questioning them, asking them what happened. It was like she was shoplifting, but the passenger, it was me. They wasn't talking about me. They was talking about the driver. But on the little, it was me, my son, and another friend of mine who was at Walmart. As we was leaving out the Walmart, they tried to stop her, but I kept walking because it had nothing to do with me. By the time me and my baby got in the car, she came. And then when we was backing up, they was running out the come. I raised my baby up because they with guns. She my baby up trying to show them that he was in the car. So she was backing up and she hit a car. By the time I sat my baby down, it was like 3 to 4 shots. One of the shots hit him in his rib cage, and the other shots hit her in her arm and her thigh. And we left and went to Senatobia Hospital where he was pronounced dead at the scene. And they told me I wasn't gonna be able to see him until he get back from Jackson. She got airlift, and the police told me I couldn't leave out the hospital where they had out. And the crowd was questioning them, asking them what happened. It was like she was shoplifting, but the passenger, it was me. They wasn't talking about the driver. But on the little what's it called, self-checkout, it's cameras. They can see when she got the diapers and walked out. But they tried to say that she forcefully was trying to drive and hit them, but they was all on the right side and she was driving towards the left. They just personally just shot in the car. They ain't charged me with nothing. They just let me go. They didn't say nothing. They just kept telling the crowd that they was shoplifting. It was me, my son, and another friend of mine who was at Walmart.
Damn, that's cold.
Walmart, they tried to stop her, but I kept walking because it had nothing to do with me. By the time me and my baby got in the car, she came. And then when we was backing up, they was running out the come. I raised my baby up because they with guns. She my baby up trying to show them that he was in the car. So she was backing up and she hit a car. By the time I sat my baby down, it was like 3 to 4 shots. One of the shots hit him in his rib cage, and the other shots hit her in her arm and her thigh. And we left and went to Senatobia Hospital where he was pronounced dead at the scene. And they told me I wasn't gonna be able to see him until he get back from Jackson. She got airlift, and the police told me I couldn't leave out the hospital where they had out. And the crowd was questioning them, asking them what happened. It was like she was shoplifting, but the passenger, it was me. They wasn't talking about me. They was talking about the driver. But on the little what's it called, self-checkout, it's cameras. They can see when she got the diapers and walked out. But they tried to say that she forcefully was trying to drive and hit them, but they was all on the right side and she was driving towards the left. They just personally just shot in the car. They ain't charged me with nothing. They just let me go. They didn't say nothing. They just kept telling the crowd that they was shoplifting. It was me, my son, and another friend of mine.
Tonight, there are growing protests outside Memphis after a 1-year-old was killed in a Walmart parking lot when police opened fire on a car. Officers had been responding to a shoplifting call. ABC's Morgan Norwood reports.
Tonight, growing outrage in Mississippi. Police clashing with protesters and deploying tear gas after a 1-year-old boy was shot and killed by police outside a Walmart just south of Memphis. The fatal shooting unfolding Sunday after officers responded to a report of shoplifting. Police say they saw 2 people fleeing a Walmart with a child. When they tried stopping their car, police say the driver almost hit an officer, and police opened fire.
Tonight, there are growing protests outside Memphis after a 1-year-old was killed in a Walmart parking lot when police opened fire on a car. Officers had been responding to a shoplifting call. ABC's Morgan Norwood reports.
Tonight, growing outrage in Mississippi. Police clashing with protesters and deploying tear gas after a 1-year-old boy was shot and killed by police outside a Walmart just south of Memphis. The fatal shooting unfolding Sunday after officers responded to a report of shoplifting. Police say they saw 2 people fleeing a Walmart with a child.
A shattered window and bullet hole in the windshield. The aftermath of a deadly police shooting in Senatobia, Mississippi that resulted in the death of 1-year-old Cohen Wiley. The shooting sparking outrage.
I'm more angry because the situation that took place really was unnecessary. What I'm hearing from what happened, it was unnecessary.
According to investigators, the shooting, which took place Sunday in this Walmart parking lot, occurred when officers responded to a shoplifting call involving 2 adults and a child. Authorities say the 2 adults, now identified by the family's lawyer as the boy's mother and her friend, tried to get away, driving toward and nearly hitting an officer. Another officer then firing at the car. In this video, officers can be seen running. One witness telling a local reporter of the 2 adults. One was carrying the child, the other a box of diapers.
Policeman shot open fire in a public setting over allegedly some Pampers.
Investigators say the trio ended up at a local hospital where the 1-year-old was pronounced dead. One of the adults suffering critical injuries. No officers were injured. The family of Cohen Wiley now distraught and demanding answers.
I don't know anything right now. My grandson gone. I just want justice.
Tonight, the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation is now investigating the shooting. George Solis, NBC News. A shattered window and bullet hole in the windshield. The aftermath of
Mississippi, a shooting. Police shooting at a car driving away from a Walmart. 1-year-old child killed. You look at the article, it's appended below. Oh, it's a little black child. Surprise, surprise. When has that ever happened? Now, there is an investigation underway, and that's all fair and proper. Yes, let's find out exactly what happened. Let's get our facts straight. But do me a favor. In the meantime, please do not insult my intelligence. Well, they shouldn't have been shoplifting. They weren't shoplifting, genius. And in any event, since when do we shoot people in this country for alleged shoplifting? That sounds more to me like that driving while black thing. You'll understand why I'm not inclined to give these cops the benefit of the doubt. Oh, and by the way, where are all you pro-lifers on this one? Always with your crocodile tears about the unborn. But apparently, as soon as a child is postborn, screw you, kid, you're on your own. The hypocrisy is excruciating. Mississippi, a shooting. Police shooting at a car driving away from a Walmart. 1 year.
Maybach music.
Hey, tighten up. Jen, I'm about to spaz on this. I'm about to go.
In northern Mississippi, a family is seeking answers after a 1-year-old boy was killed. The incident began Sunday in a Walmart parking lot in Senatobia. Police officers are responding to a shoplifting call. Authorities say they saw 2 adults and a child flee from the store in a vehicle. They say the driver nearly hit an officer leaving the scene, and one officer fired shots at the car. The people in the car went to a hospital where the child was pronounced dead. A woman inside the car was also critically injured. The infant's family questions the use of force and wants justice. Police have not yet said whether the shots fired were from one of their officers. The Mississippi Bureau of Investigation is assessing and gathering evidence. In northern Mississippi, a family is seeking.
What you got there, brother? Oh, he made a fake.
Clean Gucci plastering. She the type to fuck it up and.
We're racing on Infamous Coronado, the first.
Are you talking, DG? Or you on mute?
Oh no, I'm pulling this other video up.
Okay.
I raised my baby up trying to show them that he was in the car.
An emotional retelling of events from the mother of this baby boy who was shot and killed by a Senatobia police officer. Thank you so much for joining us tonight at 9. I'm Darcy Thomas. Louis Bolden has the night off. Now, that 1-year-old baby boy was shot Sunday at the Walmart off of Highway 51 in Senatobia, Mississippi. Police say they were responding to a shoplifting call, and the driver of the car drove towards the officers. That's when an officer fired into the car, hitting the baby, Cohen Wiley. Well, today, supporters of baby Cohen and his family have set up a memorial at the Walmart in Senatobia. The store reopened this morning after temporarily closing last night following a protest. Now, that protest was also met with tear gas last night, and Fox 13 was there when officers used the chemicals trying to disperse a crowd that had gathered in front of the door. Fox 13's Rob Sneed and our photographer were both hit with smoke and gas. Rob is back in Senatobia tonight. Rob, baby Cohen's mother is now sharing actually her side of what happened.
Good evening to you, Darcy. It was very apparent that that mother was very upset, recounting how she witnessed her child dying right in front of her. And as you mentioned yesterday, with the protesters being here at the Walmart here off of 51, the air is much clearer tonight because there aren't anyone here. You have a few law enforcement up here kind of watching the area, but in terms of the amount of demonstrators, protesters that were out here, the amount of police officers, deputies, none of that tonight as business goes on as usual, but still the community wanting transparency.
One of the shots hit him in his rib cage, and the other shots hit her in her arm and her thigh. And we left and went to Senatobia hospital where he was pronounced dead.
A mother reliving her worst moment of her life. In the video, civil rights attorney Ben Crump's office released today. Valasia Wiley says police officers killed her 1-year-old son, Cohen Wiley, during an encounter with law enforcement outside of this Senatobia Walmart. Wiley says she, her son, and another woman were leaving the store when officers approached. She says she tried to show officers that her child was inside the vehicle.
I raised my baby up trying to show them that he was in the car. So she was
Tonight, attorneys for the family of 1-year-old boy who was killed by an officer in Senatobia, Mississippi, announced they are pursuing an independent autopsy. Earlier this evening, the Office of Civil Rights Attorney Ben Crump announced he and Memphis attorney Van Turner will join the family of 1-year-old Cohen Wiley to make the announcement Monday morning in Senatobia, Mississippi. This is cell phone video from Walmart on Highway 51. The Mississippi Bureau of Investigation says this all started when police responded to a shoplifting call. According to MBI, 2 adults and a child jumped into a car, which then began driving toward officers. Investigators say an officer fired shots into the car, killing Cohen. One of the adults was critically hurt. Cohen's mother claims his body was taken to the medical examiner's office in Jackson, Mississippi, and she was told she was not able to see until his body was returned. Attorney Van Turner spoke with ABC 24 shortly after the shooting. He's calling for the release of body camera footage at the time of the event.
We want to see the body cam footage from the officers. We also want to see the footage from Walmart, and the family is just wondering why the officer dispatched his service gun knowing that there was a child in the car. This was a horrible tragedy. No 1-year-old child deserves to pass away from this earth like we've seen here in this case. So they're just asking for your prayers and they're asking for your support.
The death of 1-year-old Cohen Wiley sparked protests and rallies in the community all week. Demonstrators continued to protest last night after gathering for a community prayer for the family. Meanwhile, in a new post to the city's Facebook page, the mayor of Senatobia posted a message acknowledging the community's pain in the days since Cohen's death.
A child lost their life. That heartbreaking loss has touched every corner of our community. Our thoughts and prayers remain with all those involved. We're committed to transparency throughout this investigation. We remain committed to serving every member of this community with integrity, transparency, and respect. I recognize this is a deeply painful and devastating situation for our community. And I ask everyone to continue to treat one another with dignity and respect as we all navigate through this loss together. I ask for your prayers for all those affected as we move forward through this process.
Today, the Walmart Supercenter on U.S. Highway 51, where an officer fatally shot 1-year-old Cohen, temporarily closed. Although the store has been at the center of the investigation, officials at Walmart did not give details on why the store was closed. Be sure to follow the latest updates on 24+, the streaming home of ABC 24 News. From press conferences and community rallies to major updates in the investigation, we'll bring you the latest information as it happens, live and uninterrupted.
You and I were both lied to since
questions that y'all have about our process, how we do it, why we do it, and anything else that I can't answer. I'm not going to get into details of the investigation. It's still very preliminary. This incident occurred on Sunday. It's Tuesday. We're still interviewing witnesses. And I will tell you that our incident assistance coordinator has been in touch with the family's attorney, trying to make sure that we're reaching out to them as well to make sure they understand the process directly from NBI.
May I ask you one question, being an old person?
Sure.
Okay, do you get out here and kill a baby or kill anybody and continue to walk around policing with a gun?
Typically, what I see in most situations, and I'm confident that what we'll have here is that there is some sort of leave that is put in place.
But he didn't say that, though.
Well, look, those are personnel matters, and they have to be careful about what they discuss as far as personnel matters in public. And I'm just telling you what I typically see is usually these officers, for their own safety as well as everybody else's, are put on some sort of administrative leave during that time period because that's just the typical process. I can't imagine it being any different here.
It still is some comfort to the family and some comfort to the community. If this man say, well, he's on suspended leave, he didn't say nothing.
That's right. And we'll talk about that and get with legal counsel and make some
You don't need
information.
no legal counsel for that. That's common sense.
Well, it is common sense.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably how 98% of these are handled, and I'm sure that's how this has been handled.
How long do you think, Commissioner, the investigation is going to be?
They vary. Right now, you have to do the autopsy. That has to be performed.
We are staying on top of breaking news out of Senatobia, Mississippi, where people are packing out the city hall there, outside and inside. We're hearing from authorities who are investigating the case. The Mississippi Bureau of Investigation is overseeing a shooting, an officer-involved shooting that happened outside of a Walmart that ended with a 1-year-old dead. And that 1-year-old is named Cohen Wiley. And today, Senatobia community members all rallied for justice for that 1-year-old Cohen Wiley. We are expected to also hear from the family of Cohen Wiley as well. This is outside of the Senatobia City Hall, where you can see a large crowd has now gathered. Lots of people speaking in opposition of this or for justice, calling for justice of how the events unfolded leading up to that shooting. So large gathering, as you can see, we have our Lauren Turman on scene there, as well as we have 2 cameras following the developments that we are seeing right here live. We do know that the family is now being represented by civil rights attorney Ben Crump. We also heard that Van Turner, who is a well-known Memphis attorney, is also accompanying those legal efforts as well. So we do have 2 cameras with team coverage following today's efforts for justice for Cohen Wiley. This is the rally. We're going to take a quick listen in, if we can, to hear what people are saying outside during this demonstration outside of City Hall.
It's been going on. It's been going on. You can't go ahead. Sorry.
You're about to lose $50,000 for your car accident.
Fuck Ben Crump. All right, we are going to touch back base with our crew there once they get settled. But this is inside of City Hall, where we know that the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation is taking over this case at the moment. We do have an official there addressing the public. We heard one person ask about what would happen or what is going to happen with the officer who was involved in this shooting. And the gentleman there mentioned that typical procedure would be to put officers on administrative leave. Senatobia city officials are also present, as you can see. Earlier, this whole room was packed, but it seems they may have done some crowd control at this moment. So let's listen in to see what else we can gather from what's happening at this moment.
Leave without pay. Right. That's the motion the taxes been made.
In the executive session, they could still take that up and make a vote. I know that's what you can do. You agree?
I agree that they have things that they can do in executive session that aren't discussed in public. I do agree.
But I mean, that could be made.
There's a wide range, yes. I disagree.
All right.
Would they have to have, could they have
put that in the voting motion and have a vote, or does the law prohibit them from doing that?
The law don't, I ain't a lawyer.
I think, you know, I don't want to speak for the council here, but the typically personnel matters you take up in executive session because of liability concerns. If they have a frank discussion and something is said that's not accurate, then that opens the city up for defamation claims and other things. So those are typically matters that are handled in executive session so that you don't damage reputation and personal information. So that is typically how that's done.
So that question, that the motion that they were trying to get you to make, was that proper or not?
I don't know.
It is, they're choosing not to speak for liability reasons.
Yeah, we all know they were proper, the motion was proper. Now, we gonna vote on this motion.
It was a motion, and I don't know that that was on the agenda, and I'm not sure how the motion items work.
You put stuff on the agenda, you call a meeting.
The Mississippi Bureau of Investigation is still looking into the deadly shooting of this 1-year-old child in Senatobia. Tonight, Action News 5 is working to identify the officer involved in the shooting, who is currently on leave. Action News 5's Jared Thomas joining us live from Senatobia. And Jared, you were working the story today. Tell us what you learned.
Yes, that's right, Joy. Now, the city won't release the officer's name, so we took matters into our own hands by submitting multiple public records, and here's what we end up finding. This afternoon, Action News 5 obtained 5 years of officer-involved shooting records from the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation. Those records list Hunter Foster, along with Cohen Wiley, his mother, Valicia Wiley, and a third person we're still working to identify as people involved in Sunday's shooting. An incident report from MBI was too heavily redacted to confirm Hunter Foster as the officer involved. Action News 5 confirmed through city records Hunter Foster was promoted as a sergeant in Senatobia back in September. We went to City Hall and the police department asking Mayor Greg Graves and the police chief to confirm Foster's identity and involvement. A staffer said both were in a meeting. Any further information, we were told, must come from MBI. This comes just days after protesters gathered outside the Senatobia Walmart, demanding answers in the death of 1-year-old Cohen Wiley. But Tuesday's protest took a turn. Officers deployed tear gas to disperse the crowd. As the story draws national attention, some community members say they don't want this tragedy to define their city. The owners of Delta Steakhouse are organizing a Boston Butt benefit and plan to donate all proceeds to the Wiley family.
We don't want the division between the black and the white. What happened here is wrong. It should have never happened. I have prior military experience. I know that they shouldn't have shot in that car. It shouldn't have happened.
It's devastating. No mother, I don't care the circumstance, should ever have to bury their children. And it's just heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's very heartbreaking. And now the community will hold a prayer visual for Cohen tomorrow at 6 at Life Point Church. For now, I'm Jared Thomas reporting live in Senatobia. Action News 5.
Just now live from Senatobia. And Raven, describe to us what happened at that Walmart tonight.
Well, Greg, I can tell you it looks much different than what it did about 3 hours ago, where there were dozens of protesters. But one thing that does remain is law enforcement. They remain in front of this Walmart, just standing here waiting for anything, I guess, any protest or anything to happen here. But I want to tell you what I witnessed and I experienced. I will say there have been a few minutes of me being here, and within 5 minutes, that's when law enforcement deployed that tear gas. I felt the tear gas. I felt it in my throat. I could smell it. It blinded me. A lot of people were sent in a frenzy. Dozens of people were running for their car, running for safety. It was honestly a moment of chaos. And this happens as the community continues to call for answers in the deadly officer-involved shooting of Cohen Wiley. Calls for justice and answers continue in Senatobia after 1-year-old Cohen Wiley was killed in an officer-involved shooting Sunday. Dozens of community members gathered outside City Hall today, calling for the officer's arrest and termination.
It was just blatant shooting. A reckless, careless, callous, might have been cowardice act. So how do you explain that? You can't explain that to a family. You can't explain that even to a supervisor and to a commander.
There is no may have to it. It was a very coward act. But this is what you deal with when you're dealing with uncivilized mutts. The uncivilized mutt can't fathom respecting life. The uncivilized mutt can't fathom that, we just got a call for shoplifting. Let me shoot some damn body. They can't fathom that. Let me shoot inside of a car where a baby is. Now, we can get into the baby thing. That's tragic. That's tragic. That's crazy. That's appalling. But equally is shooting inside of a car because you don't want a couple of shoplifters to get away. And what are they shoplifting? Allegedly, some damn Pampers. You know what I'm doing in that case? If I'm a cop, you know what I'm doing? Some diapers, some Pampers. They jump in the car to get away. Did anybody get the license plate? Okay, we got the license plate. Man, I'm finna get out here and chase some real damn criminals, bro. I don't want that on my record. I'm running after people stealing damn diapers. If you steal diapers on my watch, I'm gonna put as much effort into arresting you as I would put into walking inside of the restroom and relieving myself. It ain't that damn serious. I get it as somebody's property, but it's also insured. It ain't that damn serious. We see these politicians stealing millions and billions every day. Ain't nobody popping them. They ain't getting shot. Well, the woman said she had a receipt. Even if she didn't have a receipt, even if she did steal or tried to steal, because they said tried, even if she did try to steal some damn Pampers, is it worth it? To an uncivilized mutt it is, because it really ain't about the Pampers. It's about an opportunity to take Black life. This is what I'm trying to tell you. These uncivilized mutts wake up every day trying to target Black life. They're trying to fill those cemeteries. They're trying to fill those penitentiaries. One Black body at a time. They'll take 2 at a time, maybe even 3. But 1 is good. That's a good start. Yeah. Again, shoe fit, wear it. When I speak, this is how you know when the shoe fits you when I'm talking. If I strike a nerve, I'm talking to your ass. Yeah, that's right. I'm talking to you. If I strike a nerve, if I say something and I strike a nerve, I'm talking to you.
Check the back chat, DG.
These uncivilized mutts are on the police force. They're not just in the streets, they're in the suites. They don't just command these subordinate uncivilized mutts. They also
1 in 3 males over 40 experience drips and dribbles. But imagine being this comfortable with it.
Information. The young lady never stole no Pampers. It's been confirmed she paid. She didn't even know why they was approaching them. Nobody tried to hit no officers. They just shot in the car, and they had prior knowledge that the baby was in the car. So post it to your social media, tell your friends, and pull up most of all and continue to support this family. Thank you so much. Yeah. Marquel Bridges, Building Bridges Coalition. I'm out here with Snow the Barber, Cohen's grandfather. Want to show you let me holler at you, big dog. Want to show you what a real grandfather does in the midst of his grief. He's out here passing out flyers and getting people educated on the real facts of what happened. Yeah, we just want to let you know, my brother here, his name's Snow the Barber. I'm brother Marquel. His grandson, 1-year-old grandson, was murdered at Walker. But the lies is that they were stealing. They wasn't stealing none of his son's. It's his son's son. So it's the child's mother confirmed that nothing was being stolen. They paid for everything. They just shot in the car. Yeah, so we're gonna need your support to the city council meeting, and they're gonna need you for any future protests and any organizer. Don't let them lie to you that this was unjustified. And just so you know, the officer about 2 days ago just got filed complaints on by black officers that he was using racial slurs in the precinct. So he already got more. So you already know. Yeah, so he got, yeah. And I'm lying, that's why I'm keeping it down. But I just want to show how strong this black grandfather is to be out here doing this, in the midst of his grief. So we need you. We're going to be building and organized. We're going to come set up some barbecue grills, show y'all some love, and to build our community like we're supposed to, brother. Thank you. Let's keep going. Yep. This is what community looks like. So proud of this black man right here. So the Wild and Agree turn this pain into purpose, and we getting in the community and making something shake and make sure the community are aware of the real, and we're going to stand together and fight back. Yep.
All right, peace and blessings. Peace and blessings, all praises to the Most High. And the last clip was that of my good brother, Marquel Bridges, of the Building Bridges Foundation down there in Mississippi. Had the pleasure and the honor of working with him on a few occasions. But he's out there getting the true word out. If you have not heard, 1-year-old Cohen Wiley was murdered by that police, Hunter Foster. And there you see him on the screen, whom the information I received from Marquel that a couple of days before he killed young Cohen, officers from his department filed complaints on him for using racial slurs. Now, they have tried to paint the narrative that they were there for a shoplifting call, but it has been confirmed and affirmed that nope, the mother did not steal any Pampers. She had paid for the Pampers. And as Brother Marquel said, she didn't even know why they were trying to stop them. Nevertheless, if you look at that first clip, you can see officers running behind the car. It is alleged that no one ever tried to run over an officer. They shot the car from the side. and you can see a bullet hole in the passenger side. And so this is another instance where they're trying to play that like they were justified in just opening fire on a black family with a small infant in the car. And even this news video that you're about to watch repeats the words claim, because that's all it is it a claim? And you're going to hear how this department has also been the subjects of numerous investigations in the past, recent past, and have come under fire by the community of Senatobia for several different instances such as this. Just watch.
New tonight, a community is calling for transparency. Many want to know what happened in the moments that led to the death of a 1-year-old. The baby's family tells us he was in the car as law enforcement opened fire in the parking lot of Senatobia's Walmart. They also tell us another woman was injured and is in critical condition. The Mississippi Bureau of Investigation is now heading up the case and says that shooting stemmed from a shoplifting call. WRG's Shay Arthur has been on that case all day. She's live tonight with what she's uncovered. And Shay, what have you learned?
United Healthcare is celebrating Special Olympics athletes.
Let's all come together.
Because when we show up for everyone, we know.
Oh, Greg, it seems so much of this case could rely on what's seen on